Hello and welcome to video number 9. So, shot in a very similar place to yesterday, just probably about a couple of hundred metres to the east towards Dover. I'm actually carrying out another part of this walk that actually leads down quite a narrow, quite steep, zigzaggy path down to the Warren, which is down there. This was actually the proposed route for the I2I field trip, which is a little bit sad. I'm doing this on my own, but to be honest, it's a really good leg stretch after a day of lessons, online lessons, sat in front of a laptop. So I've got the Strava on and trying to boost the step count a little bit for today. So as you can see, again, it's high tide. Seems to change by between half an hour and an hour each day. Gets a little bit later and later and later. Like I say, we're going to be going down to the Warren, walking, zigzagging down there, which is about 150 metres, something like that, down to where you can see a footpath leading along to a bridge and over the bridge. Before we get to that footpath over the bridge, we'll be obviously going into the woodlands. I'll be taking you to parts of the temperate rainforest that we've got here. I remember Damien and Jan in particular enjoying swinging around. I think Alessandro Lodovici as well enjoyed swinging around on a rope swing down there. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's not too busy down there. I can't imagine it will be. And then we'll pop down to the Warren and along the promenade to have a little look at some of the coastal defences still in existence, and to have a look at some of the very prominent erosion evident down there, right in the distance in that little bay. It seems like every time I go down there, a little bit of earth has been removed. Anyway, so I will pause this for now and continue when I get down to the bottom. So as you can see, as I'm walking down, spring is very much out in force. The path is not particularly well maintained, so it's often quite overgrown. I do remember coming up here with my year 12s, and students such as Dami, for example, might remember not enjoying the ascent up here too much. It can be quite slippery, very muddy, obviously, because of chalky, slippery mix of sort of chalk and clay. But yeah, lovely view as you walk down. So as you continue the descent, you can really start to hear the sea crashing against the apron and the lovely waves. And you also begin to be quite aware of the fact that you're walking on quite volatile ground. As you can imagine, my risk assessment for this trip was not the easiest to do. If you look over there, you can see, not sure how well today, but if I zoom, depending on the quality of my camera on my phone, you can just about make out France over there, and you can make out a couple of boats on its way. And if your eye is really good and the camera picks it up, you can make out the white cliffs that obviously used to be connected to these white cliffs. In the foreground there, you've got quite a steep cliff profile. You've got this jointing that you can see, that vertical crack there, and it looks like that whole slab, that whole section of chalk is probably good to go anytime soon.